Good afternoon, everybody. In today's video, we are gonna find the best pizza slice in San Francisco.
It's 3 a.m. and you're still online.
To keep it fair, we're gonna get 2 slices at every pizzeria. A classic cheese pizza, and then whatever slice the pizzeria recommends the most. We'll be biting into thin, foldable New York slices, thick and hearty Sicilian squares, and even a cheesy, caramelized crust Detroit-style deep dish. And at the end, I'll narrow it down to my top 3. So let's go eat some pizza. Now, we are starting off in the Tenderloin at one of San Francisco's most beloved pizza spots, Outta Sight Pizza.
One time for the hometown, I got love for it, it's real. Yeah. 2 times for the haters, man, cause I notice how this shit feel.
What's your most popular pizza?
I would say most popular was for sure here on Ruby, and then after that, honestly, the jerk chicken sells a lot too.
Can I get cheese and the jerk chicken?
Cheese and jerk chicken.
Sorry.
3 times for my family dog, cause this shit done paid our bills.
I feel like I have a Parmesan mustache right now. When the crust is a little bit salty, like the perfect amount of salt, already ensures that you're probably gonna have a really good pizza. Sometimes where all the flavor is lacking is the crust, and this crust has so much flavor. On top, there was like a little bit of grease, so it was like greasily satisfying, a little bit salty, but you taste the cheese, you taste the tomato. As far as texture, it was a little bit crispy, it was airy, and a little bit doughy. But hold on, that's not a bad thing. When I was looking this place up online, it said that the inspiration was New York pizza and Neapolitan pizza. This is definitely more of a New York pizza slice, but you still get a little bit of that doughiness. I don't want to say doughiness, but a little bit of that chew that you would get in Neapolitan pizza. And Neapolitan pizza is my all-time favorite, so I personally really enjoyed that.
And I get 4 times my net worth from a year ago with no deals.
We were recommended the jerk chicken pizza. The second she said jerk chicken, I was like, yes. Now it's topped with jerk chicken, red onion, herbs, white sauce, and a mango habanero chutney. The chutney, my lips are still tingling. The jerk chicken was spicy from the mango habanero. It was also sweet from the mango habanero. This one's crispy. The chicken had more like a dry texture, but if I'm not wrong, I think jerk chicken is supposed to have a little bit more of a dry texture. The chicken, the mango habanero chutney really stood out on the pizza, and so did the basil. You had like fresh basil on top. Something I think is really cool is all the ingredients seem really fresh. I mean, the basil was extremely fresh, obviously, because it was like fresh pieces of basil on top, but it just tasted good. When the quality is really good and when the ingredients are really fresh, that really shows through in the pizza.
I like the jerk chicken one because I like the mango habanero chutney and the basil together because it has a nice sweet, spicy, and cooling taste, and I think I like that one better.
I like it better than the cheese.
Yep.
Our second stop takes us to West Portal, where Little Original Joe's is tucked inside a small neighborhood market. It's a spin-off from the long-running Original Joe's. And while it's not your typical standalone pizzeria, it's a go-to spot for locals to grab a slice. So I'm gonna do 1 cheese.
Try the garden mark, it's a special.
The garden, okay, I'll do the garden mark. Yeah.
With or without sauce?
We'll do whip. Can I pay with cash? Original Joe's did not have seating inside. They only had a few tables outside and they were all taken by the time we got our pizza. So we decided to come to Stern Grove Park. This park is really beautiful. They also have a stage. Diana Ross performed here on Sunday. Damian Marley also performed. I don't know when, but I saw his name on the poster, which I thought was pretty cool. We got our 2 slices. The first slice that we got, well, besides, I'm gonna show you the cheese pizza in a second, but we got their garden margarita pizza with sausage. It looks really good. And something that I noticed is they put cheese, I don't know if it's mozzarella or Parmesan, but they sprinkled cheese on the crust before they put it in the oven. So it's different. It's different from any pizza I think that we're having today. I am not somebody who loves a ton of toppings on top of pizza. I feel like it makes the pizza a little wet. On the garden marg, they have tomato sauce, fresh mozzarella, roasted red pepper, mushroom, roasted cherry tomatoes, and black olives and basil. The basil's really flavorful. It kind of just like exploded in my mouth when I ate it. I feel like in order to get a full taste of everything, I'm gonna need to fold it. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a big bite. I don't like the mushrooms on it.
You don't.
No. Sometimes I can tolerate mushrooms. These mushrooms are like a lot chunkier, so you've got that like chewy, almost clam-like consistency. Mushrooms and clams, I just cannot. If a belly button had a consistency, it would literally be mushrooms and clams. I feel like they sparingly put the tomato sauce on because it's not too tomatoey. You actually taste like the whole tomatoes and the mozzarella and the basil the most out of everything that's on the pizza. The bottom is nice and crispy. The crust is super thin. Their cheese pizza is like salty, it's cheesy. The crust is really thin, but it's not like crispy. I would say it's a little bit softer, but then once you get to the actual crust of the pizza at the top, it is so crunchy and cheesy. The sound. Next, we are heading to Gioia, which is New York style pizza. I've heard a lot about it, so I'm excited to try it. Let's head in. I'll get the cheese pizza and the pepperoni pizza.
Okay.
And that's it. Okay.
You did already, right?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Ooh, it's hot. Oh my gosh, it's like burning my fingers. That's one thing about me is I'm very heat sensitive when it comes to my skin. Let's wait like 2 minutes for this to cool down. The perfect amount of tomato sauce. It's citrusy. The cheese is slightly salty, but you get that cheese pull. The crust is really crispy. I mean, it's like a lot flimsier, but it still has like a crisp on the bottom. Gioia, which is Italian for joy, is obviously like New York, classic New York style pizza. But it's funny because when I walked in here, I felt like I was transported to New York City. It's just very quaint, it's very charming. It seats like 6 people max, but I could stay here all day. It's just like a chill vibe. The salty crispiness of the pepperoni. I feel like there's a little bit less tomato sauce on this one than the cheese, but I like it. It works since you got the pepperonis. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Trying to get the cheese, but I was too late.
The crust is perfect.
Texture, taste. I think texture is 10 out of 10.
This might be my favorite slice of the day. We're not done, so I don't know for sure. I usually don't pay attention to reviews online, but with pizza, I do. Like, I feel like when it comes to Indian food or like Pakistani food or something like that, or even Mexican food, wherever you have like a large group of people where they're used to their mom's cooking, the reviews for restaurants are not always gonna be terrible, but they're never gonna be that high. Most people aren't making really good pizzas at home, so usually pizza shops have higher reviews, but this one, I might be wrong, but from what I remember, I think it's like a 4.3, might be wrong. I'll fix it on the screen if it is, but it does not deserve that, at least what we just had. This is hella good. Now this next spot is a crowd favorite. It was one of the first slice shops in the city when it opened in the 70s. Its grab and go vibe helped make pizza by the slice part of San Francisco's culture. This is Golden Boy Pizza, a San Francisco institution. They're famous for their Sicilian style squares with a thick focaccia crust. Some even call it Francilian style, the city's own twist on Sicilian pizza. That's the one thing about Sicilian style pizza is it's so comforting. You sink your teeth into it. It's almost like there's like a blanket of cheese on top of the sauce. The crust is spongy. It's, I don't want to say pillow-like because it's like a little bit more dense than a pillow, but it's not that dense at the same time. Every video I've ever done in San Francisco, people said you have to go to Golden Boy and you have to get the garlic and clam, which clams are disgusting to me. Like, I do not like clams at all. This is actually good. It's a very saucy pizza. You don't really have that like chewy texture that you get with clams because I think that they're so finely chopped. It's just very garlicky. It blends together really well. The cheese, the focaccia, the sauce. This one's a lot crispier than the cheese. Is this the best Sicilian style pizza I've had? No, but it's really good. Now for our last stop, we are going to the iconic Slice House to get pizza by Tony. Tony Gimignani's known for mastering every style of pizza out there. New York, Detroit, Grandma, Sicilian. And this spot keeps it simple, fast, and casual, but with some serious craft behind every slice. I have these beautiful pizzas next to me. We're gonna start off with the cheese pizza. This is like the size of 2 pizzas, just the one cheese pizza. Is it bigger than my face? I have a big head, so the fact that it's bigger than my face is pretty wild. I feel like with this slice, even if it gets cold, it would still be really good. I mean, I actually like cold pizza though, but even if it like cools off and it's not hot, it's still really good. The crust is extremely thin. I want to say that the cheese is thicker than the crust on this one. It looks like we've got cheese on the bottom and a whole bunch of tomato sauce on top and the cup and char pepperonis, but it's deep dish. Can we just take a second to appreciate how golden this is? That's pretty good. That's really good. Now this is pillow-like. I didn't think this would be my favorite pizza today, but it's up there. Extremely thick and airy in the middle. The outside is nice and crispy and crunchy. It's like savory as well, and the pepperonis are crispy. All right, it's about that time. Let's see which pizza came in at number 1. Coming in second, we have a tie. The classic cheese slice from Outta St Pizza and the pepperoni pizza from Gioia. And taking the crown, the Rosa Detroit deep dish at Slice House by Tony. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I will see you in the next one. Bye.